This streamer has been destroying his career over the last few months, as for some reason there's just like this massive disconnect between his audience and the internet and him. And he might have just put his career in jeopardy by breaking Twitch's terms of service and potentially committing fraud. And I mean, overall, this has just been one of the craziest domino effects of nothing burgers that I've seen in a long time. But as usual, he doesn't even understand why people are frustrated with him to begin with. Essentially, what's been happening to his career over the last few months is death by a million cuts. There is no massive drama or controversy that has really caused all of this. It's rather just countless moments of him messing up and refusing to acknowledge any of his mistakes whatsoever.
Get to the meat. Get to the meat, man. Get to the meat.
When he refuses to acknowledge any mistake, he then doubles down and tries to gaslight everyone by saying, actually, I'm the one who's right, no matter what. I mean, if pirate software was placed on an island with a rock and whoever admitted they were wrong first would get to leave the island, they would both be stuck there forever. So obviously today we're talking about the streamer by the name of...
I have seen The Rock apologize for lying about eating Chick-fil-A.
Pirate software. And to give you a very brief backstory, he left his entire team to die in a video game where you only have one life. He constantly critiques games and their developers, even attacking the video game.
Bro, do you notice how he fucking used fucking ice barrier, bro? He used ice barrier to remove his mana pool. His robe gives mana, his arcane gem gives mana. He's mousing over it right there.
You only have one life. He constantly critiques games and their developers, even attacking a whole movement that protects older games from becoming outdated.
Boo.
He seems to have some god complex
Boo.
he acquired because he worked at Blizzard as a website security guy. And also, by the way, if you didn't know, he's definitely worked at Blizzard. Oh, and he also worked as a person who detected cheaters in their games, which is kind of ironic considering recently he was exposed for blatantly cheating in puzzle games. Basically, he was on his phone during the stream and suddenly went, oh, I know the answer. And everyone was like, well, is that because you Googled it, dude? So
Yamato, when he plays Loldal and sees the answer in the chat. Wow, I just got it, guys. It's Mordekaiser.
So Pirate then responded via stream and said that he did not cheat and seemed pretty taken aback that people even thought that he would ever cheat.
Why did you cheat in Outer Wilds? What? How the hell would you cheat in that game?
That is the craziest. Bro, having that as a response, how can you even cheat?
Bro, we played it all live on stream. Alright, bud. It's a wild-ass thing.
How's that even possible, guys? How can you cheat in a puzzle game?
Essentially, this dude is a love child of hypocrisy and deniability. Oh, and again, did I mention that he worked at Blizzard?
I was watching a video that was critiquing you for mentioning you work at Blizzard so much. I literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard, 7 years, yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. You're red team specialist for Blizzard Entertainment. And Blizzard. Is having worked at Blizzard. I grew up at Blizzard.
I don't think I'm better than other people. There's a lot of people that brought that up. And it's like, I never said that I was. I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting. When in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
So that is the problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase. This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this. Yeah. That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro.
But I guess things have just got a whole lot worse because it was like 2 weeks ago since we made a 14-minute long video.
You know what? You know, this pirate software dude, you know, his channel like a rocket ship. He went into 1 million subs in record time. He basically, you know, he basically became super fucking famous instantly. And probably he just had, bro, his ego is probably up in the sky, bro. Everything he touched turned to gold, bro.
Video discussing most of this stuff. If you thought things were bad 2 weeks ago, they've got a whole lot worse. I mean, you have dudes who've been making, what, 14
Yo, bro, his microphone looks like one of those massagers.
Videos in a row on essentially everything this guy...
Bro, I have to say, this man has a very based, you know, this fucking carpet here to the left, very based. Very based. I had one of those growing up.
...has done since
very
then.
Based.
So, apparently a lot is going on. And we'll talk about that channel in a little bit because Pirate has actually responded to some of the allegations from that channel. But either way, Pirate has received a lot of attention in the last couple of months. And I think it's the wrong kind, not the one that he wanted, because he's lost nearly 250,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 100,000 followers on Twitch.
I could never lose that many subs. You know why? Because I don't even have that many subs. Checkmate.
Twitch, which is absolutely insane.
I
mean,
worked
you
at
would
Blizzard.
think with losses like that he would be guilty of something crazy, but instead, as I kind of hinted to previously, it's just kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. And it's not even real cuts, it's just like paper cuts that he won't take any accountability for. So our question for today is, why did all this happen? Well, this all came because Pirate Software, he was streaming on April 1st of this year and accidentally leaked a message between him and his moderator that suggests that he encouraged him.
April Fools, guys, it was April 1st. April Fools.
Bits. Bits, by the way, are Twitch's currency. It's like a form of donating on Twitch. And I get to many of you guys, this would be extremely confusing. Why would a streamer want their moderator to be giving them
Wait, someone's arguing outside my window.
money? To simplify things, there's a feature on Twitch called a hype train.
A hype train. Essentially, the more you get donations or gifts in a short
Only a
amount
slop tuber is showing another slop tuber. Why?
of
Can he
time,
show
it
a slop
raises
tuber
the
too?
level of this hype train.
And on April 1st of this year,
By the way, I am a slop tube enjoyer, bro. I love podcast cringe. I love shit like this. It's the perfect second screen monitor when I'm farming fucking levels in Sekiro, bro.
Pirate broke a record for the longest Twitch hype train.
Last year, on April 1st, back in 2024, Twitch's hype train record smashed again by Pirate Software. And they go into detail about
Honestly, it's in the name, guys. Pirate Software. He's a pirate. Since when do we trust pirates?
Pirate breaking the Twitch hype train world record, with his channel reaching level 106 on April 1st. Once the hype train was initiated, it took Hall roughly 3 hours to beat his previous level 55 world record from December, with viewers contributing 54,380 gifted subs, alongside regular subscriptions and 8.2 million bits, likely
Jesus.
earning Hall a healthy six-figure sum in the process.
Oh,
So why does this
my
matter?
days.
Well, on April 1st of this year, Pirate Software went live with the intention of beating this record again, because it had been beaten by another streamer by the name of Vidal. Randomly, during his stream, he accidentally opened his Discord chat with his moderator.
I wished I could place my head between them and go full burr mode and make... What?
Bits is going to be the best way to do it due to the return if you need to save it. Bits rather than tier 3s. Tier 3s might be better. Bits is 82% return when you buy them in bulk. I've done 100 T1s on my personal, ready to do 40 tier 3s on an alt. Can do bits instead or both. Did 50k bits at 20 seconds left. What is the alt account? Serendipitous Bean. Where's the beef? Didn't mention this to the mods either. Now the challenge is to clear the queue. Oi.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so as you can see, some
Rigged.
tomfoolery was happening. Out of all
Rigged.
the chat logs for him to open on stream,
Rigged.
he literally opens the chat log where he's communicating
Rigged.
with a
Guys, this is a perfect time for me to tell you guys to download Opera GX. Do it, please. You will get mod. You will get mod if you do it.
moderator of donating
I'm kidding,
money
I'm kidding.
to keep the hype train going.
Or am I?
And the mod even states which account he's donating through, called Serendipitous Bean. And then to make
Serendipitous
things worse,
Bean.
they try to make that account
I
look
think that's a song made by Toto.
like it's not the moderator who's donating all this money to keep the hype train going. And he just responded to those allegations. Here you can see that Pirate added everyone in his Discord and said, a content creator called Quinthio is continuously farming ad revenue by making false claims and drama content about me.
He's farming ad revenue. Recently claimed that Kronos broke the US by giving bit subs to the Giga Train. Kronos used his own money. Yeah, there's definitely no conflict of interest that the guy that you are employing a mod, you are speaking to him about his donations. That's very common. That's a very common employee-employer relationship where my employee is donating his money back to me.
Recently, he claimed that Kronos broke TOS by giving bits /
Doesn't Biosoft always also give a percentage of what he earns to the subs? I mean, to the mods? So isn't that also a personal incentive to get the hype train going? Kronos threw 75,000 bits, 100 tier 1 subs, 40 tier 3 subs during the Giga Train at around level 60 plus. He bought all of these in German, British pounds, which came out £2,000 or $2,800 after conversions. That's a fucked up. Total income for the Giga Train was 75,000, rounded up to the nearest 1,000. Really? They only made 75k?
subs to the Giga Train in April. Kronos used his own money to do this and can do what he likes with that money. Below him, income from
I don't know, bro. It's kind of delusional. It's kind of delusional to think that this isn't weird at all. Like how silly are you, bro? This is extremely fucking weird. We didn't break any rules. We didn't break any rules. Okay. Well, the conflict is clearly fucking there, bro. Why did he hide it, bro? Through an alt account.
Kronos and not Kronos himself. And another interesting point is, it seems here is he received 20.
Kronos messaged me over the Discord, provide more context for the message that day, but I also asked if he was paid back for the donation he gave to the stream, and he said he was not reimbursed for these. Just wanted to share included this follow-up, as that's pretty important to the context of the video. Now for the 1-2 punch against bullshit. Quinteo's Discord has people actively doxing me in it. His moderation team is aware. Space above Ferret can most likely. Actually, very big house. It's just nice.
This from our Discord. Yeah, I mean, if this is true, that's not cool at all. Like, no to try if that's
all right. That's not cool, guys. That's not cool.
It on your Discord while the mods encourage it. They didn't just go after me and Shay either. They went after our moderation team.
That's pretty fucked. You know, it isn't that deep. You know, it isn't that deep. Software just behaved like a shitty person on the internet. People are acting like it's very interesting. I get, bro. I'm interested in this content. I'm very intrigued. I get it.
You
but
thanked him for doing so, and that
it is also very silly.
This game has taken a lot of inspiration from.
Undertale is the best example of this. Undertale is made by Toby Fox. Undertale is a brilliant goddamn game. It's very good. It's also coded like shit, and that's fine. If you look at the decompiles that people have done.
Yeah, but he didn't work 7 years for Blizzard. Toby Fox didn't work 7 years for Blizzard. Toby Fox is not walking around here saying he's the GOAT.
Of Undertale, you'll find that there are rooms that have hundreds of if statements checking the same value, then it sets it to 0, then it checks it again before doing anything. Meaning all of those if statements did nothing except for take processing power. There are sections of the game that show, like, oh, here's an example. All the dialogue in all of Undertale is in a single switch case statement in one object. It's thousands and thousands of cases long. Single object, all of the dialogue in the game, hard-coded into that object. Insane. Insane behavior. But it doesn't matter. You can be bad at programming and make a brilliant game that changes the entire industry.
So obviously...
Bro, I watched those Coding Jesus videos, and that's not what Coding Jesus ever said, bro. He said that the code is inefficient and it's trash. What does that have to do with anything? It's like saying, you know, imagine there's a draft, I say it's trash, the draft is garbage. The draft is garbage, but the team wins anyway. And see, Yamato, you don't have to have a good draft to win. Your points about draft don't fucking matter. It's like, what?
If you're talking like that, you better have some really good code when it comes to your game. And to user by the name of Peach2K2 pointed out that the code is messy and badly organized. It has long when it comes to coding games. And this code of his
is irrelevant to increase performance.
Did so well that it could run on a smart fridge to show its efficiency. But
oh, this clip I already saw. This is crazy, bro.
PC and mirrored to the fridge screen.
It is irrelevant to increase performance on a game that runs on a smart fridge.
The day my devastating video on Pirate Software's slop lighting system dropped, he did an 8-hour cope stream, justifying the slop by referring to the fact that his game runs on a smart fridge. So let's analyze what's really going on. Here's the video of Heartbound running, quote-unquote, on a smart fridge. Let's rewind a little. What do we notice here? We notice that the game is actually being run on a laptop and streamed to the fridge using a Raspberry Pi device. If we zoom in a little closer, you can see it says connecting to Heartbridge, which is the name of the laptop and the hotspot connection he set up. In this case, the screen simply acts as a controller. Everything is running on the laptop, and the actual output is just being streamed back to the smart fridge. The fridge isn't computing anything itself.
Nice.
To emphasize this, here's a video of a washing machine running Death Stranding.
So when your game runs at perfect performance on
He made some weird response to try to make it so. He's like, flip. Circumstances should story that.
Well, he just has big ego. And that's the story of Pirate Software, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he should be doxxed. I think that's fucking wild. He should just maybe have a little bit less success.